Good morning. Welcome back to Paul's Yardwalk. I'm going to do a quick one, a follow-up from the one we did a couple of days ago over here by the um, um, these are a fake orange kind of thing. They're very, very fragrant. It's got white flowers. But I came over here to look at the um, fig trees here, and we're getting some figs. This is the Breda crop. It'd be the first crop of the year, which is the one that gets ripe here. It gets ripe like around in August, September time frame here where we live. These grow on last year's wood, and I try to trim it back so that they don't get too tall on me, so I can get to the top and let them branch out so they get lots of new growth, because that's where the figs are going to show up. And I've got 4 trees. There's one here. There's a little volunteer here that's coming up that I think I'm gonna dig down there and see if I can dig that out and cut it off and maybe put it in a pot, see if I can get that to grow. Anyway, so let's see here. What do we got going on? This Clematis is budding out. It's usually comes out about this time of year. Getting some buds early on. This is a native mock orange behind here, which hasn't flowered yet, but this is going to get just covered with white blooms when it finally gets around to it. Headed to the backyard here. Let's see what we got going on back here. It's sunny this morning. It's supposed to get cloudy later, and then it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I had 1 or 2 bushes back here die on me last winter. They just froze out. But this Paris had beautiful flowers this spring. They're gone now. I still got some colorful leaves. But there was a California lilac that was in here too that was very nice, but it died, so I've cut it out more or less, and now the Paris has got more room to grow there. Let's see how my rosemary, my little rosemary here, made it through the winter okay. It lost some branches here too, but hopefully it'll keep growing enough that I'll have rosemary that I can use. Let's see, the blueberries back here look pretty good. It might be a good year for blueberries. This one bush here is growing really well. Hopefully it's got flowers on it. Yeah, actually it's already got some blueberries on it, a few. Yeah, there's some little blueberries. They're not ripe yet, of course. It's too early, but that's good. Yeah. Someplace back here there's that Western Red Cedar that was oh, here it is, right here. I planted this Western Red Cedar here. This is the one that was growing under the deck, and so I moved it back here, and it made it through the winter, and so hopefully it's going to grow. It's got a little bit of space here to spread out a little bit, so hopefully that'll be a good spot for it. Probably in 20 years or so, maybe it'll look like a real tree. It'll take a while. I did see one Trillium back here earlier. I don't know if there's any more now, or if that one's probably done blooming. Got some insects buzzing around. That's nice. Bird chirping at me. Oh, there's a nice Trillium there. It's already changed from white to kind of reddish. The Trilliums are a native plant. They get their energy from their flowers, so you're not supposed to pick the flowers. They spread very slowly by rhizomes, and apparently they do make a fruit, and then the ants transport the fruit, and that's how they move around. But I don't know. I don't see any more here right now. I mean, there probably are some. I'm just not seeing them, but yeah. Oh yeah, there was one that was. Is this done, or is it just not bloomed yet? I think maybe it's not bloomed yet. That one's just opening. So we're a little late this year with the trilliums. A lot of other people had their trilliums showed up weeks ago, and mine are a little late. I think it's just because of the weather. So, all right. I think that's probably just a quick walk around part of the backyard. Well, let's just go up here and look at some other stuff over here. Because why not? Back here already anyway. It was a tough year for the mop heads here. They're really kind of suffering here. They're starting to leaf out. So they didn't die. This one died way back. They're hydrangeas. There's a couple hydrangeas. This hydrangea here, it must have been more sheltered. It was doing fine. It's really got, it's growing really tall. So, yeah, that's my big hydrangea. This is a native. I think, I was going to say this was a Indian plum, but maybe it's a red elderberry. I'll know when those, because it's got the red elderberry flower type on it. There's my compost bin kind of hidden back here. I'm out of compost, it's empty. But my middle bin that's cooking is got quite a bit in it, and then of course I'm filling up a new bin. So I'll get caught up there in a little bit. Yeah, these are all native berries back in here. And then these are Doug fir trees. Oh, let's go look at that one trellis, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. There's a weeping, a mounding Japanese maple right there that the previous owners had planted, and it's doing just fine. There's a big volunteer fern here. This guy, okay, this is kind of weird. There's two clematises here. This one is doing really pretty well this year. They're a late summer bloomer. This one, the slugs got to it, I'm sure, and some of these leaves just got completely chewed off. Even way up here, I mean, those slugs must have been really climbing. I put down some sluggo, and I think that knocked them down, kept the slugs a little bit more into control. So hopefully, there's a couple of leaves on this one, so hopefully, I tuck this under here like that. So hopefully they'll leaf out, and then by July this will all be nice and covered with greenery again, I hope. Bird area, been very busy all winter. I did Project Feeder Watch again this year. I had a pretty good year for birds. Some differences, every year is a little different. I got two tube feeders, one little platform feeder, a suet feeder, and a bird bath. And I think, let's quit with this little azalea. This azalea was here when we moved in too, and it does pretty good. I have to give it some supplemental water in the summer, but other than that, it does real well. And you can see it's got some nice flowers on it. So we'll end with this little red azalea and call it a day. So thanks for tuning in to Paul's Yard Walk, and talk to you sometime in the future.